As early as 6 a.m. this morning, Ugandan opposition leader Dr. Kizza Besigye, accompanied by his wife Winnie Byanyima, was at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport to board an 8 o'clock plane back home after being in Kenya for 2 weeks, where he has been receiving treatment following injuries sustained during his violent arrest by Ugandan police. Out to stop his walk-to-work protest. But once on board, Besigye was asked to disembark as the airline reportedly sought to clarify information its officials had allegedly received from Ugandan authorities.
A lady who introduced herself as the manager of the airport office came and informed us that unfortunately she had just received a telephone call from the chief executive of Kenya Airways, who informed her that he had got an instruction from the Uganda government not to board us, and that if that was ignored and we were boarded, that the aircraft would not be allowed to land in Entebbe.
An allegation that has since been denied by the Ugandan government. Besigye spent close to 10 hours at the JKA VIP lounge as alternative flight arrangements were being made.
If Kenya Airways is instructed not to board us by Uganda, that another airline would be allowed to board us to go to Entebbe. We didn't know if it would happen, but if it would happen, where we would land.
After rescheduling his flight to 5:50 p.m. Wednesday evening, the opposition leader left the airport to a local hotel for a meal. And here he expressed reservations about traveling at night, saying he feared for his security.
And if we arrive at night, that they then have some plans of taking us somewhere, I don't know yet. We are evaluating all this information.
Besigye, who has been President Yoweri Museveni's fierce political rival for years, having contested 3 times and lost against the incumbent in 2001, 2006 and February 2011 polls, says he has no plans of going into exile and terms Museveni's plan swearing in on Thursday morning as illegitimate.
But what I can say without any shade of doubt is that we shall go back home. We have no other home, and we are determined to make our home a better place to live in.
The leader is now demanding a written clarification on the early morning incident from the airline. In a statement to Newsroom, Kenya Airways offered an apology to the Ugandan opposition leader and said arrangements had been made to fly him on the evening flight. And I quote, "Dr. Besigye thus could not board the aircraft as Kenya Airways had to first ascertain this information without inconveniencing the other passengers destined for Entebbe. The airline takes earliest opportunity to apologize to Dr. Besigye for any inconveniences caused." End of quote. Besigye has maintained that he will continue participating in the protest marches his party has organized to force the Ugandan government to put in place measures to lower the rising cost of living. After being held at the airport for more than 10 hours and his flight rescheduled to 5 o'clock, the troubled Ugandan opposition leader is still weighing his options whether to travel home or not. Sanya, Citizen Live at 9.